Hey everybody, Ethan here from WordTech, back with another video. Yes, I know it's been a while. This is a very important video though, because I'm going to be explaining to you guys what's been going on. And I think a lot of you are curious, and those that especially don't watch my live stream, the podcast that I do with Daniel every Wednesday, you guys probably have no idea what's going on. I've been wondering why there haven't been videos on the channel. I've been wondering what future plans for the channel is, and wondering if it's dead potentially. And no, I promise it's not dead. First, I want to start off though by saying Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome to 2018. This is my first video, other than a podcast, my first actual video of 2018, and I have a lot of future plans for the channel. So anyway, we'll just go ahead and jump straight into what's been going on. So as a lot of you know, I try to upload a video every Monday and every Friday, and then I have the podcast every Wednesday. And there hasn't been pretty much anything for a while. Last couple of months has just been random little bits here and there. And I've explained before why some of that was being missed just due to the holidays and stuff, but there's more to it than that. So unfortunately, my Linux server, which is off to the side over there that I have all my videos stored on, and I had them stored in a RAID 1 mirrored configuration, had a power outage. So the server itself lost power, but it was my fault. So I have LAN parties here down in this basement section pretty commonly, and I actually have dedicated circuits installed for LAN parties so that we have access to about 9,000 watts down here to handle all the computers that tend to be down here, because we use a lot of power, right? Well, it was a much smaller LAN party than normal, and so I kind of just let people plug in wherever rather than using my dedicated circuits for LAN parties and doing load balancing. And it was fine the first night because, like I said, it was smaller, but more people started to show up the next day, and I forgot to bring out the extension cords that were plugged into the extra circuits, and unfortunately, we overloaded the circuit, we blew the circuit breaker, and server lost power. All my data is gone. Virtually everything from the channel is gone. I've been able to get little bits here and there back using some data recovery. The server will no longer boot. I'm not going to get into details of things that I've tried because I'm not looking for advice to help me fix it. I've already done a ton of work trying to get my data back. I've gotten a little bit of it, as well as I think I've got some of my server stuff back, but most of the video footage is gone. And after that happened, basically, it was a little bit catastrophic, right? And I was really concerned about some of the footage that I was planning to use. Now, luckily, the next video that I was planning to do, I found out about 2 weeks after the server crashed and trying to fix it and recover it, was actually on Project Monochrome sitting behind me. I had forgotten that I'd already transcoded it over to Cineform to do editing on. So I don't have the original footage, but I do have the Cineform footage. So anyway, just kind of crazy. I couldn't believe that I had made the mistake of not checking there. I checked everywhere else to see where it was. So anyway, that's one of the reasons that there hasn't been very much content, as well as I've been working on a lot of background stuff because it's the beginning of the year. And now, officially, WordTech LLC is a business in Oregon. So I am a company, not just a channel. It's not just me doing videos. It's actually a business now. Very excited about that. The only other excuse I have for missing videos is procrastination, and that's my fault, and I need to not do that anymore. And I take credit for some of the videos that were missed for sure. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about the channel though, what's going to be going on in specific for the rest of the year with the channel, the website, as well as Project Monochrome, because I know that's kind of the centerpiece of the channel. I know there's a lot of people that want to know what's going on with that. So to start off, the channel itself, you'll be seeing consistent content. I am cracking down on myself as well as my time management skills, and just making sure that there is consistent Monday and Friday uploads of videos. And then on Wednesdays, we've got the podcast, WordCast, and periodically there might be bonus videos thrown in by me or some of the other members that work for the team, depending on if they're urgent to get out or if I already have videos planned for Monday and Friday, and say Daniel or Mirko wants to make a video that they're going to upload. Speaking of which, Daniel will be doing some videos for the channel now rather than just the podcast. Super excited for that. That's going to be really awesome. So, you know, definitely look out for the stuff that he's going to be doing there. I will be working on a new intro soon because I know the intro we have is pretty long and not that great and kind of outdated. I'm going to be building a new one from scratch. I just haven't gotten around to that quite yet. But the goal is consistent uploads. The goal is from the time that I upload this video, which I'm recording this on Sunday, January 7th, it'll be uploaded on January 8th. The goal is just from here on out, not missing a single day. And so I'm going to have some filler videos that aren't quite as time sensitive, like projects and stuff like that maybe aren't super interesting, but at least something to upload, to get content out there, so that we've got videos ready to go constantly and we're working ahead of time, and just want to make sure that we're doing the best we can. And also, hopefully, probably not this year, but next year, we do want to start going to some events like potentially, you know, PAX or Computex or something like that is the goal, to try and get the money to do that. But this year, the primary goal for me is not missing any videos, and the other primary goal is making this a successful business to the point that I can live off of it. So this is the year that I want the business to become completely profitable. So I thank everybody that is following us and that has been helping with all of that. I appreciate it, and there'll be more consistent content on here now. I promise all of you that watch super consistently, it's going to be great. Now, like I said, the next thing I would like to talk about is the website. So as you guys know, for a long time now, I've been working on getting the website back up and running and getting consistent content on there. There is, and has been for a little while now, consistent content on the website, and there will be more and more as some more writers start actually writing for the site. It's just me and Daniel doing the writing right now, but I've updated it so that we've got the site ready to go and just ready to post whenever we're ready to do whatever. So we're going to be posting a lot of news articles, full review articles, data dumps. So when we do like a review where I do a whole bunch of testing and benchmarking on a product, not only will we show graphs in the video and stuff, of course, but there'll be a link to the article page. And whether it's an article that's a full written review or just an article post that is hidden from the home page that just has all of our data on it, you guys will be able to see everything that we have, so that you guys know exactly the metrics that we got. So when I show you average numbers, you know what the numbers that led up to the average numbers were. I want people that, if they choose, to be able to go look at all of that data. So when benchmarks are done, there will be a data dump that will have everything for you guys to look at that we use to record and get the metrics that we got. So that'll be super cool. Also on the website, there's a forum section. I've talked about that before. We want to be more consistently active on there, posting stuff of our own on there and trying to get more users to join. So definitely check out the links in the description. You can go down there and you can actually make your own account on the website and join in. Super cool, super excited for that. So you guys should definitely join in and do some forum posting there. Next thing is we actually have a section on the website now where we have a WordCast on there. And so you guys can actually go and subscribe to WordCast through a mail list, so that you'll get an email an hour or two before we start WordCast, just as a reminder that, hey, we're doing this thing. Of course, it will only be used, that specific sign-up sheet will only be used for WordCast. We're not going to be using it for other, you know, various live streams if they're games or something like that, or article posts or channel updates or anything like that. It's all just going to be for, hey, WordCast is about to happen, and potentially other live streams that are related to WordCast and are related to technology if we do interviews with somebody or something like that. Also, we'll be doing some gaming stuff, and I'm really excited for this. So I'm going to be getting some Twitch streaming set up for myself. Potentially Daniel, some other members of the team might be starting to actually do Twitch streaming, and all of their streams will be embedded and linked on the channel, as well as, like, if we do a collab stream, we'll make a new page that has both of our channels linked, so that you can kind of see both of us together and interact with us and whatnot. Really excited for that. So we're going to be doing some gaming content. It's not necessarily the primary focus of this channel. As you guys know, we focus on technology and primarily desktop computers, and that's what I focus on as well, and that's what I care about more than gaming. But I figure I do game a decent amount, and so it'd be nice to just, you know, record that so that people can see what's going on, and might as well get, you know, see if you guys like the entertainment level that we have from doing gaming. So really excited for that. That's just going to be something fun to kind of play around with. Again, not the focus, but it's exciting. Now, the last thing that I told you guys I'd be talking about here is Project Monochrome, and that's that beast system back in the background over there. A lot of plans for that. I'm going to be doing a pretty major upgrade pretty soon, hopefully. The plan was actually to do it at the end of January, but unfortunately I'm having some issues with my vehicle, and so I'm probably going to have to dump some money into repairing that. But I'm going to be doing, when I have the cash, so it might be like mid-February instead, I'm going to be doing a 5 SSD upgrade. It's about a $1,500 upgrade, where we're going to be going with a 500 gigabyte boot, 960 Evo SSD, maybe a Pro. I haven't decided if I want to spend the extra on the Pro for the boot SSD. A 500 gigabyte terabyte 960 EVO for the media cache and scratch disks for doing the Premiere Pro editing, and then a 1 terabyte 960 EVO that'll be for all of my like actual media storage and everything that's being pulled from, and then two 1 terabyte SSDs, Crucial MX500s in RAID 0 that'll be for like game storage as well as overflow if a project in Cineform so happens to take up over a terabyte, which could happen because, I mean, the projects I'm working with, a lot of them are a couple hundred gigabytes right now once they're rendered to Cineform. Obviously, I save them in I save them in H.264 format, and they take up a lot less space that way, but I edit in Cineform, so everything on the SSDs is a Cineform file format. So that's the next upgrade for that over there, and then after that, the goal is to start working on some aesthetic-based stuff as we wait for new GPUs and whatnot to come out. I'd like to, you know, get started at least on the lighting and the fans, and potentially do an upgrade fairly shortly, doing actual liquid cooling just for the CPU to start, because I'm not going to buy a water block for a GPU that I'm replacing sometime this year. There's just no point in that, because I'm going to be upgrading to 1 or 2, if 2 is even still possible this year, high-end GPUs when I get the chance and when they actually release, depending on performance. I'm hoping to see what AMD and NVIDIA are both doing this time around to see what I decide to go with, but those are the future plans for that build, is basically the SSD upgrade, which is going to help greatly with productivity for this channel, and then start working on some of the aesthetics as I wait for new GPUs to come out, and maybe do some setup upgrades as well in the meantime, again, because I'm planning to wait probably till like August or something around Computex time, when hopefully higher end stuff comes out, you know, the top tier stuff, rather than just what's released right away, but we'll see what happens. One other project that I want to talk about that I have coming up, that's going to be hopefully happening within 2 months is the goal, maybe 3-ish, actually, probably like 2.5. I'm going to be building a FreeNAS. I've decided to go back to the idea. I've talked about it before, and then I was going to just use my Linux server. Don't like the idea of that anymore, because it kind of let me down. I know FreeBSD is technically a form of Linux, I know, but this kind of let me down the way that I had things set up there, and so I'm wanting to go over to something that's more reliable. I'm going to have an uninterruptible power supply connected to that, a UPS, so that I don't have to worry about all of the power outages that I could possibly face. And the goal is just to have a really, really, really large storage pool, probably starting with like 32 terabytes to store all the footage here, because everything's filmed in 4K. We're filming more than ever. We record WordCast and we save all that data, and we want to keep it all. I don't want to lose any of it this time. So that's a project that I'll be doing some footage on, mostly probably not training on how to do FreeBSD and how to set up a FreeNAS, but more so how to pick the parts and the build itself and the assembly of the build itself. There's plenty of tutorials about like actually how to build your own FreeNAS and set up and do all the configuration and stuff like that. And honestly, I'm not a pro in that area. It'll be somewhat new to me, so I'm not going to do a tutorial on that. It's more of a tutorial on picking the parts that you need to build a proper FreeNAS, showing you guys the build and all that kind of stuff. Really excited for that though, so keep an eye out for that. Now, that's pretty much it, but again, Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2018 now, and this is kind of the next level of WordTech here. I've done everything I can in the background to get things up and running to be as great as possible this year. We're getting some more team members on board and stuff. I'm very, very excited to do this, and I appreciate the following that we have from you guys, especially our Patreon subscribers. You guys mean a lot to us. It's great to have people that are actually willing to help out with the channel in that way. And you guys that come around and watch WordCast all the time, really appreciate that too. The ones that are there really consistently, we have kind of made moderators, and we appreciate that, the help that you guys have given us. Now, anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the channel. Let me know what you think of what we're doing and what you'd like to see this year, what kind of footage you'd like to see. Do you want to see more detailed data? Do you want to see more B-roll and stuff of computers and more builds? Do you want to see, you know, whatever it may be, more software-based stuff? Like, just let us know what you want to see. And of course, don't forget to check out the links in the description that go over to our website, so you can check out our news stories like I've talked about before, as well as our Patreon page if you're interested in giving a monthly contribution. All that money goes directly back into the channel. I don't keep any of it for myself. That's to help us grow and do more things. And we have some people that have been doing it consistently for a while, and we appreciate you guys so much. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.